bring Steve Kornacki back here. Steve, the Derby favorites who lost there have not had much success wheeling back and winning the Preakness.
Yeah, Mike, it's interesting with journalism. As you see, he had the best resume going into the Kentucky Derby, and he ran a really good race in it, too. He beat out 17 other horses to finish second. Here he is at the Preakness 2 weeks later. He's going to be facing a much smaller field, a less accomplished field, and oh, by the way, the one horse who beat him in the Derby is not even here. So maybe this will be the layup that it may look like on paper for journalism, but that's where the recent history comes in, because it says this is not nearly as automatic as I just made it sound. Take a look at this. What you have here are beaten Kentucky Derby favorites. They went off the favorite they lost, just like journalism, who then showed up here 2 weeks later trying to get redemption in the Preakness. This is the 10th. Journalism is going to be the 10th this century to try this. Here's the track record. It's not great. Only 2 have actually pulled it off. That was Point Given in 2001, and that was Looking at Lucky in 2010. Those 2 horses had something in common, by the way. They were both trained by Bob Baffer. And on top of this, 8 of the last 9 favorites in the Preakness have also lost. But let's really try to go apples to apples here, because look at the last horse who tried to pull this off. It was Epicenter 3 years ago in 2022. You take a look at then and now, you might think it's deja vu all over again. Let's put those 2 horses side by side. Epicenter, just like journalism, as we say, favored in the Derby, ran really well. He ran second. The only horse he lost to, remember Rich Strike at the wire at 80-1 wins that race. Rich Strike, like Sovereignty this year, sits out the Preakness. So Epicenter goes off as the 6-5 favorite in the Preakness. It looks like it's right there for him to get that redemption. Just like journalism right now on the odds board is also 6-5. But Epicenter, he had traffic trouble. He didn't really get free till late. Too late to catch early voting. Early voting, a horse who had not even run in the Kentucky Derby, wins the race at 5-1. Epicenter comes in second. Now take a look at the current odds for today's race, because there's an interesting connection between that story of Epicenter and today. The same owner and trainer team who had Epicenter 3 years ago, they're now with Clever Again. Clever Again, who didn't run in the Kentucky Derby and who is 5-1, the same odds that early voting was 3 years ago. Oh, and by the way, the jockey on Clever Again today, same jockey who was on early voting. So can the folks with Clever Again do to journalism what was done to them here 3 years ago, Mike?